Hey Glampire Gang, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sonari and today I want to come to you guys with a life update video. I feel like I've been gone in so long, but I feel like a new person, and you guys, like, I'm like getting emotional just thinking about it because I was in such a different place earlier in the year, and right now I want to sit down and I want to talk about that. But first, I'm a little hungry, so I'm about to make some snacks and I'm about to come back and I'm going to talk to you guys. Okay, so I'm back, you guys. So I don't have anything like really special. I'm just going to be eating these vegan chicken nuggets because anybody who's been on my channel knows that I don't eat meat or dairy. So this is what I'm eating. I don't know if the camera's catching it, but so anybody wants to know where to find these, they sell them at Walmart and they're about like $3 or something like that. So I don't feel like cooking right now, so I just heated up some chicken nuggets. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. So you guys, the last couple months of being here have been so crazy. So one of the things that was going on this year, I was super depressed, and no matter how hard I tried to get out of it and how hard I tried to really, hype myself up to get things done, like, at the bottom line, I was depressed like as hell, and I just needed to take a break, for my mental wellness. And it was so much going on. So earlier in the year, when I moved out here to Arizona, I came out here, and about a month later, I allowed my ex-fiance to come out here with me, and I had all of these like hopes about what things were supposed to be like when we got out here. But at the bottom line is we had problems back in Illinois. Like, we were dating for about 3 years, and I won't get into too many details about why we broke up, but just know that it was a really rough relationship, and the reason that I'm disclosing why we broke up is because it's like a really serious matter. But before I ended the relationship, I was really depressed this year, to the point where I not only wasn't feeling okay, but I was just tired all the time, not motivated like I was when I first got out here and stuff, because I wasn't happy, you guys. Like, I wasn't happy no matter how hard I tried. Like, at the end of the day, I wasn't happy, and I wasn't liking the way that I was getting treated. So I will say that I am really proud for standing up for myself and getting out of a toxic relationship. And I feel like even though it took me 3 years to get out, I'm still proud of myself that I got out, And don't get me wrong, like, I do not hate him at all, even though most people would. But the reason I don't hate him is because I don't have energy for that. I don't have hate in my heart for anybody. And the one thing that life has always taught me is to forgive and to move on and to keep going, because at the end of the day, that's all you really can do. And I didn't want to grow up being bitter as a person. So that is a motto like I've kind of lived by at a really, really young age, was to forgive. And it's not forgiving for him, but I'm forgiving him for my own personal inner peace. Because what good is it to, harbor negativity, And I felt like it showed, you guys. Like, when I was trying to make videos before, like, I was not happy at all. I'm like, oh my God, like, who is this person talking to you guys? Because I didn't feel like it was me. And I have about 20 or so videos that I recorded this year that I just didn't upload because I'm like, man, like, I don't like the way this looks. I don't like the way it sounds. I sound so dry and dead. Like, you can tell that I wasn't happy in those videos. So, yeah. So, long story short, something really, really bad happened, and I decided to end it because it was in our best interest to do so. I felt as if holding on to each other was only going to cause like further unhappiness and stuff, and that's not what I wanted for the either of us. And even now, I wish this person the best in everything he goes through, and like, I honestly really mean that. Like, I really, really, really mean that, And so aside from now being single and living by myself, and of course I've lived by myself before. Like, I've had apartments before and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, so I've been single and living on my own for a couple months now. Some other things that I've been going through this year. So I got hurt at work twice this year. Like, when I say 2 times, I mean like literally, like, I'm just mind boggled from it, because the first time I got hurt, it was my knee. So the first time I got hurt this year, it was my knee. And then I just got hurt like back in October for a second time, and like my foot got smashed between like a pole and like what is it, a power industrial like equipment and stuff like that, because I was doing like work in distribution centers and stuff like that. So I don't know. So it was a lot. And that, like, the second incident happened like right after my ex like moved out. So I was just like, oh great, like this just came at a perfect like, it came at a perfect time. Like, and yes, that's sarcasm for anybody who doesn't know. I'm like, why is everything piling on? But to be honest with you, like, everything happens for a reason. I don't know the reason, but at the end of the day, I'm here, I'm happy, like, I'm literally feeling like so bad, so much better, you guys. Like, when I say that, like, I'm not even faking, like, genuinely, like, deep down in my heart, I feel like I'm getting back to my old self. And it's such a breath of fresh air, and I cannot stress the importance of literally just taking time for yourself. And I've been talking to friends and family, like, off and on, and everybody's like, oh, push through it, make videos, that kind of thing. And I understand that, like, I get it. You're not supposed to give up, you're not supposed to stop. But at the same time, I just needed to take time to feel okay, And to be honest, like, this is the happiest I've been in a really long time, and it's important to me. It's really important to me, because I have dealt with depression like every year since I was like 11, and usually I can get through it like faster, but when you keep the wrong energy and the wrong people around, it makes it a little harder to snap out of it, because then it becomes like every day that you're unhappy about something, I'm trying to eat with lipstick on is fucking hilarious. I hope I'm not smacking you guys. Like, this isn't supposed to be an ASMR video, but if you guys like that kind of thing, then I'll try it again. Or if you want a real mukbang where I can show food and show how I cooked it, because let me tell you guys, like, I can cook my ass off. Like, I can cook the fuck out of some vegan food, okay? A lot of you guys don't know this about me, but I actually went to culinary school. Fun fact for the Golden Glampire. But I don't know, one day I hope that I can open up a vegan restaurant. And I feel like now that I'm feeling more back to myself, I can continue on to doing the things that I was supposed to be doing while I was out here. And the reason a lot of that hasn't been done, because, you know, like, you know how you make a plan and then you're like, oh, it's gonna go like this, and then God be like, nah, son. God was like, nope, you need to go through this, you need to learn something. And to be honest, you guys, like, I really learned a lot about myself this year. So, like, on some, like, serious stuff right now, like, I really learned a lot about myself and who I am as a person, who I am, like, in relationships and, like, that kind of thing. Like, I've been with this person since I was 22 years old, you know. I'm 25 now, and it really hit home for me, because I'm like, why am I holding on if I'm not happy? You know what I'm saying? Why am I staying for a person who isn't trying or giving me the effort that I deserve? You know, like, I'm not the kind of person who's like do this and do this and do this. And no, like, I am the kind of person that I'm going to work with you until we get to that point. But if you're not giving me anything to work with, if you're leaving me out here, like, to just fucking, you know, like, I don't know, die. And, you know, like, I feel like the thing about it now is, like, people really want you to do everything for them, and they want you to do all of these things in a relationship. They want you to do all these things in a relationship when they're not even giving you, like, the basics of, like, what you need. So I can't be with a person who can't be honest with me, or, you know, a person I can't trust. Like, things like that are very important to me. You know, like, family is really important to me. And how can I seriously marry a person who doesn't have the same values as me? And I'm like I just turned 25, you know, and I need to start putting myself in positions and situations where I'm going to achieve the things that I want or get my goals done, you know. So I just kind of felt like, I don't know, like, I wasn't going to allow myself to stand in my way. I wasn't going to allow somebody else to kind of stand in my way, because people don't realize, like, the person that you're with, honestly, it really affects, like, your day-to-day stuff, like, stuff you wouldn't even think of, like, stuff that doesn't have to do with the relationship, you know. Like, this situation affected me financially. It affected me as far as, like, starting my business, and it affected me in so many different ways, you know, because I was taking from myself and putting it into a person who didn't give back, if that makes sense. So think of it as cups, you know. When you come into a relationship, you're supposed to come with your cup already full, right? Both people are supposed to come with their cup full. But if you don't, like, if you come and the person, they have their cup only halfway full, you're literally pouring into them. You're pouring yourself into them and you're filling up their cup, but you're emptying yourself out. When you come together, you guys are supposed to, like, add on to each other. You guys are supposed to overflow each other's cups with love and happiness and wealth and, like, abundance, like, if it's done correctly. But if you're constantly emptying yourself to please another person and they don't even want to take a drop of what you've done for them and return it, and you just sitting here dehydrated and parched like a fucking dehydrated banana or something, I don't know, like, it just becomes an issue. So, like I said, I honestly have no bad feelings. This is literally not to bash anybody, but I just want to be honest with you guys. I want to be transparent because you guys deserve to know why, like, I've not only been gone, but why I haven't been feeling like myself, and I feel like this is the most I've been myself in a really long time, and I will never take back anybody. That's something that I learned. It's like, I will never take back another person who showed me that they wouldn't. I would never take back a person who showed me that they weren't willing to act right the first time. And I know that seems a little harsh, but it's true. I feel like we constantly give people chances. We constantly, give people chances to redeem themselves. But at the end of the day, relationships aren't as hard as people make them seem. All you have to do is be honest and put in effort. So if a person does something really bogus or vile to you and you think that you don't want to be with them, like, you're not obligated to stay. You're not obligated to take them back. And you're not obligated to give them a second chance. Like, you can forgive them, but forgiveness doesn't always have to mean letting them back into your life. And that goes for anybody. Anybody I've dated before, get out my DMs, cause this ain't it, sweetheart. My chicken nuggets got cold, y'all. I put, like, sriracha and mustard on it because I don't have any barbecue sauce. So it's actually really good. It tastes like a sandwich without, like, the bread. And then I'm, like, eating kettle chips with it. But you know how, like, you get the end of the bag and then it's like all of these small pieces? Yeah, I know. So, as far as work and my foot, so I've been out of work for a little while, but I've been getting, like, workers' compensation and stuff. Like, my foot is healing, but it's not 100%. So I can walk, I can do stuff, nothing's broken, that kind of thing. The only thing I will say is just soreness, here and there. But they want me to get an MRI soon. So they're going to schedule that. But seriously, you guys, so I'm about to cut this video short. I'm going to come back. We're going to have some more talks later on down the line because I'm here, I'm back, and I'm back to stay, So I am about to go edit some videos and I'll see you guys in a few days. So Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what you think about certain things. Let me know, like, if you're going through some stuff, if you just broke up with somebody, if you going through some stuff, like, let me know, girl or boy. We don't discriminate over here. So if you guys, like I said, want to see anything or different content, let me know. I'm open, I'm free. So I love you guys, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.